Trade wars have immense negative consequences, but one thing I haven't seen in the news yet is the possibility of negative effects of the turnaround at Boeing. Negative effects, rather, on the turnaround at Boeing. They've brought up the production rate of the 737 MAX, and they've closed a rework shop for the 787. Those are the kinds of seemingly dull milestones that make a turnaround. Is this progress going to be squandered by the trade war? First, let's put aside hyperbolic social media comments about the Russian medium airliner. It ain't going nowhere. The Chinese have a chance to sell the C919 in a few markets, but they're going to find that going international with an aerospace product requires a lot of infrastructure they haven't got yet. Certainly, Airbus is going to continue to prosper if people look at U.S. aerospace products with suspicion. But Airbus is just about maxed out in production capacity. There is, however, a company that is already selling their products worldwide, both civilian and military, that's a very plausible beneficiary of the lack of trust in the U.S. for strategically important products. Embraer, which makes regional jets, could expand its E2 product line by making a larger version that would compete directly with some 737 MAX jets. There are long-standing non-tariff barriers to Embraer entering the U.S. market with larger regional jets, and that's probably why they're not making them and not selling very many of them. But the rest of the world faces no such barriers. A stretched E2-195 would be directly competitive with the 737 MAX, but competing with the rest of the 737 product line would require a new design, albeit one that could be derived in part from the current E2 family. Embraer is more vertically integrated than Boeing as well. For example, Embraer makes their own landing gear. Boeing buys most of their landing gear from Safran, a French company. You know, those beret-wearing cheese-eaters angling to sell jet fighters to militaries around the world that are reconsidering their orders for the F-35. They wouldn't think of holding Boeing's supply chain hostage, would they? When the Wall Street Journal runs an editorial, and it's not a guest editorial or an op-ed, the byline is by the editorial board of the journal, and it's titled, "The Dumbest Trade War in History." That might be a serious mistake.